Hello everyone, my name is Aditi Goyal. Here I will be discussing about sweatshop slavery. When we think about slavery, we think of it as a thing of a past, not as a present horror. We think of it as a crime not committed by the people in this modern era. But sweatshop slavery is one such example which is very much practiced and experienced in some countries. Slavery is not as same as it was centuries ago, but it's more of an exploitation of human rights of people being forced to work in dire conditions. These people are poor and in need of work to make a living. Now, answering the question, what are these sweatshops? It is a workplace with very poor, socially unacceptable, or illegal working conditions, where the work is difficult, environment is hazardous, and they are being underpaid. The labor laws are being violated on so many grounds which can't even be counted for. The workers are being forced to work overtime with extremely low wages, under constant abuse both physically and mentally. The environment is hazardous, crowded, with no basic facilities available. Some of them don't even get to see the sunlight entire day. They have access to no medical facilities, basic sanitization, and basic living. They are still working on starvation wages. Most of the major brands in fashion and sportswear giants have ongoing cases on sweatshop slavery, either their own factories or their suppliers. It is possible that whatever clothing you or me purchased in the past was made by a worker who was experiencing misery, exploitation, and forced labor. One such reason of slavery is the people in the developed countries over the time have become addicted to cheap clothing. To achieve this, brands have to reduce manufacturing cost. Thus, they target cheap labor, thus shifting manufacturing to developing countries, and with free trade agreements, this whole process had been made very much easier. One such example is Adidas, who was accused of sweatshops in 2000. It was subjected to the issues of underpayment, overtime working, physical abuse, and child labor. On the other hand, Nike is also facing anti-sweatshop protests in the US in their factories, which was accused of harsh working conditions where the temperature was over the legal limit of 90 degrees. Now, studying the brand Gap, a renowned global fashion chain which admitted to sweatshop slavery and child labor. The case, which came into light, was by undercover agents who discovered subcontractors in New Delhi, India, where 14 children were working without wages. They were all aged between 8 years to 15 years. As per records, authorities were contacted to settle the children and take appropriate actions. Now, after all the protests and cases, Gap is trying to rebrand itself for its ethical practices, social responsible behavior. What we can do to stop? We should be selective in purchasing from brands who are in support of no sweatshop slavery by gaining information about them, inquiring about brands. Also, we can demand sweatshop-free products by raising our voices for those who are not given their chances to raise their voice. Spreading awareness on human rights and labor laws is equally important. Thank you.